Abuela.
I used to do people are singing out loud.
Let's say next. The reactors, soccer children.
They're like a mint green.
It's true, yeah.
Hello, puppy.
Hello, puppy.
What was that, guys?
Hola.
Okay, so hi everyone. We're back again. Another premiere. Sugar Plum Twist.
Oh,
we said
and
the name
what
this
a
time.
twist. Yeah, you did. Good.
Right off the bat, I liked this. I thought it had a unique story.
It definitely did.
It kept me entertained. I loved the Latin dancing aspect of it. Overall, I just really liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot.
It was kind of a nice break from the normal Hallmark
Yeah,
format.
because it was like a different take on it. Let's just mention who the cast is. So Jamie Gray Hyder plays Natalia Haddad, and Laura Rosguer, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, plays Viviana Serrano. Okay, so professional ballerina Natalia returns home to Richmond, Virginia, and she becomes the assistant choreographer for the local production of the Nutcracker. So they hold auditions to find out who the next Sugar Plum Fairy is going to be, and then through the auditions they meet Viviana, and she's a ballerina who has kind of like a Latin flair.
Why did they hold the auditions again?
So the person who was supposed to do the Sugar Plum Fairy couldn't do it anymore. I'm
so
not sure why.
Maybe they opened it up to the public for some reason.
Yeah.
And
So Natalia is actually quite impressed by Viviana's audition, but the artistic director is quite traditional and not looking for any new or even fresh take on the Nutcracker. So inevitably, Viviana loses out on the coveted role of the Sugar Plum Fairy. But then Viviana and Natalia join forces to create kind of a surprise reprise of the Sugar Plum Fairy with kind of a Latin twist. So they kind of work together off hours on a new take on the Nutcracker.
which kind of backfires because then the artistic director comes back and catches them doing it and thinks she's taking time off the Nutcracker and suspends her, fires her.
And suspends her, yeah.
All very serious dance stuff.
Yeah. But then, of course, she eventually realizes that not having Natalia there...
She realizes that Natalia had done a lot of work before.
Yeah, she did most of the work.
Already.
Yeah. And the current main choreographer said you shouldn't have gotten rid of her.
Yeah,
So right then and there. So then actually the artistic director pays a visit to Viviana at the Latin dance studio that she teaches at and kind of approaches her and said, look, I may have been wrong. I want to see what Natalia sees in you, and I have an idea. And then it cuts to the end of the movie. And then we see what the idea was. After the traditional Nutcracker is performed, they do Natalia's version, which has the Latin twist. So a surprise for Natalia as well.
Of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy?
Yeah. We should mention that Natalia does get her job back after their artistic director realizes that she's a big asset.
It's kind of nice because the artistic director actually surprises her at the show with the performance and then also gives her the motion on stage. Like, she's the new creative director.
Yeah, that was
surprise, even if you
nice.
don't want it.
It kind of wrapped up really nicely.
It did, and she even included Viviana's new boyfriend, who was a music producer.
Yeah, included his music. Everything works out.
Always.
Great. This one, as we mentioned, had an original idea, so I'll give it that. But I have seen ballerina-based Hallmark movies before, and specifically the Nutcracker.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons.
Yeah,
there's no shortage.
The Nutcracker Christmas is the first one that comes to mind, which is great.
I think they really needed to put the twist on this to make it even work.
Yeah, you have to. But yeah, I haven't seen any Hallmark movie with a Latin twist genre before.
No, it's pretty,
so that was cool.
Yeah.
That was nice to see. And the music was great,
Music
especially
was
when we
fun.
see Viviana teach at her parents' dance studio. So that was really entertaining. Another interesting aspect, though, about the story is I think we actually have two female leads.
Yeah, they didn't actually focus on the romance part of this at all. There's guys because obviously there has to be. There's the nice stagehand, the lighting guy Mateo, and they're all there, but none of it is the focus. Like they're very career driven, very dance driven.
It was more about a mentor-student kind of relationship. The romantic relationships are definitely there to round out the story, but it took center stage, if you will, the mentor and student relationship.
They played it well. It was actually kind of sweet. It actually felt like Natalia was her older sister, and it felt like she actually cared.
Very much so. So I guess the performance that stood out for me was Jamie Gray here, Natalia. I thought she was sincere. I thought she wasn't overly cheesy at all. She was tough when she had to be too, and kind of firm.
Yeah.
And stood her ground when she felt she was being wronged by being
She was very good, and I liked even just her type of character in a Hallmark movie. Girl, she doesn't make the dumb decisions.
No.
But
she's very steadfast in her her decisions. You could tell she loved dance and she respected the traditions of ballet and she respected the original Nutcracker.
She had moved on from dancing on her own, so she wanted to put her own stamp on choreography.
Kind of wants to have a little bit of artistic or creative freedom when it comes to the Nutcracker, and that's why she wanted to put a Latin flair on it with a Latin dancer, because like how perfect, right?
For being a dancer turned actress.
I mean, so she is a professional dancer. I think on her Instagram she does a lot of like pop and hip hop and that kind of stuff. But
she's very cute.
You could very like clearly she can dance and move really well on screen. So she was very well suited.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I like dance movies.
And so this was directed by Eric Close. So when I first heard that, I was like, oh, this is so cool, because I knew him as an actor
in a lot of stuff.
Nashville, Suits, American Horror Story, Law and Order, Criminal Minds, and he's done a few Hallmark as well. As an actor, if you see his face, which will probably pop up over here, he's recognizable, so I'm sure everyone would recognize him. But he has directed a few other Hallmark movies.
Which one?
So A Christmas Love Story, Christmas at Graceland, Wedding at Graceland. So it was written by Cass Seeger's Beatles. Again, I don't know.
She's written also a lot.
A ton of stuff.
I kind of have a theory about this movie, actually, now thinking about that, is I don't really feel like this was intended to be Christmas or Hallmark. I think this was just a good dance story that she had. My theory is that it wasn't written for.
Well, who knows? I mean, she's written a bunch of stuff. I think she's just a very prolific writer. As always, we like to go through some of the Hallmark tropes. And I don't know, maybe we should explain a little bit. Not every movie is going to hit all of these because it depends on the subgenre of the Hallmark movie. Yeah, it's just a weird
list of, it's kind of like
these are the things that usually appear in almost all of them.
So this one I can already say did not hit a lot of them, but it was because it was off Hallmark
and that's
format.
Okay
and that's
too, right?
I'll be looking for the elusive one that hits all of them somehow.
Okay, so let's go through these. So a promotion or deadline.
Promotion for sure.
Promotion, yeah. So she got promoted to
usually it's impending promotion.
Lead choreographer, and she was the assistant choreographer. So.
And it had the career woman angle, very much so.
Yep.
I mean, all the females were career women, and none of them really cared about any of the guys.
The big secret / misunderstanding. No.
No, nothing.
No,
not that. Christmas fake out?
No.
There's no fake out.
The change of heart.
Yes, there was a change of heart by the art director woman.
That's interesting.
That's a good
Normally
one.
we see it in a romantic aspect.
Well, yeah,
that's cool.
There had to
different.
be. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, someone gets dumped, fired, or dies. Well, she gets suspended, so that's technically fired.
That counts.
Yeah. A Christmas party.
Christmas.
There is a party. There's a wrap-up party.
But there's also a Felicidad party.
Oh, is there? Oh, I forgot about that.
Second romance subplot. This one definitely had that because it had
two leads who each had their own kind of romantic relationship.
And it worked out for both of them.
Of course. A character with a holiday name.
No, I don't think so. Feliz. Reference to picking out the perfect tree. I don't think they really know. No.
A proposal or wedding. No.
No proposal or wedding. No. Travel issues. No.
Ice skating. No, but there was talk about ice skating.
You know what?
She was out.
They talked about ice skating for quite a bit, so I'm gonna give this.
Let's go yes.
Dang.
Yeah.
Selling a house, business, or farm. That's a new one.
No.
Not this one. No, it's in like every other one.
I know. Santa makes an appearance. Yes. Yeah. So there is a Santa. He makes an appearance. Oh my god.
Santa's
character obsessed with Christmas. Yes. Remember like Viviana's love interest is kind of like, wow, you guys are like really into Christmas. Sure. I say yes.
And Viviana, someone sings out loud.
Yeah. Yes. Big city, small town, for sure. She came from New York to her hometown of Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
So yes.
A hot beverage.
Definitely. Yeah. Christmas in the title? No.
The almost kiss.
Because there was a full-on kiss.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That's not almost anything.
Then no. Then there was no almost kiss here.
Granted, a Christmas wish. Dang.
Yeah.
That was the first
That was right in the beginning.
That was right in the beginning.
A snowball fight. No.
A mad dash to the airport. Okay, let's go get her.
No. So not bad. Not bad. But again, doesn't have to check all of them to be great. And The last thing we like to do is give our own personal final thought, whether it hits the Hallmark or misses the Hallmark.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't talk about it.
I'm going to say it hit the Hallmark. I liked it. I thought it was entertaining.
It hit my
The
Hallmark
pacing
too.
was good.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't bored at all. It wasn't like checking my phone constantly. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was in it. The pace was excellent. So I liked it. Hit.
You did fall asleep.
I was really tired.
I think we both did.
Don't even say it. All right, guys, this is so much fun. We love doing this stuff. I hope whoever's watching this out there likes it too. And we're going to continue to do it because we like doing it. And hopefully it grows and grows and becomes bigger and bigger. We're not going to stop. And it won't all be Hallmark movies. It's Hallmark for now because 'tis the season. But
and that will be our next one. 'Tis the season to be merry.
That's right. Nice segue there. Okay, bye.